Armed conflict in Sudan continues to severely affect the country's economy, as millions of the Sudanese population are struggling to put food on the table, especially during this Muslim holy month of Ramadan. About 8 million people are reportedly internally displaced since the war began last April, and millions of others are either refugees in neighboring countries or facing hunger crisis. The country's military recently said there will be no ceasefire during the Islamic holy month of Ramadan unless certain conditions are met. Now let's have more details of that in the report.
Like millions of Sudanese in and outside the country, Ilham Ad-Daw and her family are fasting during the holy month, miles away from their home. They were displaced after fighting broke out in Khartoum. Like so many others, they have sought refuge in Port Sudan.
We are in the market to buy Ramadan supplies, but we cannot buy all of them due to their high prices and the loss of our sources of income since the war.
Sudan's economy has been hit hard by the ongoing conflict. Inflation has hugely increased, according to the World Food Programme. The near collapse of the country's commercial system, limited resources, reduced exports, and the government's high expenditure on war at a time of shrinking revenues have all made the situation worse.
The beginning of Ramadan was an opportunity for us to increase our sales. But this year, we did not make any sales. There is no purchasing power. People buy only a little.
Sudan's war has caused untold suffering, death and devastation. It's another challenging Ramadan for the second year in a row.
About 8 million people have been internally displaced since the war broke out last April in Ramadan. 1.5 million have crossed neighboring countries, and 25 million are facing a hunger crisis. It's a rapidly deteriorating reality for Sudanese people.
Lack of adequate security is another concern for millions of Sudanese. All the Sudanese states have been in a state of emergency since war broke out nearly a year ago.
We set plans to secure public markets, mosques and gathering yards by boosting checkpoints and security appearance. We shall also limit curfew hours so people can move easily in safe states.